There was a young woman named Karma. Her life was a bit of a drama. She flew here and there to give people care, that flighty young woman called Karma. There once was a woman named Ladybug. Her husband was a bit of a thug. To her he was not nice, so she did put him on ice. So be kind to that woman called Ladybug. There once was this guy called Urban. He guzzled down buckets of bourbon. He paused for a leak, and he filled a whole creek. That hermit-like guy called Urban. Gianna was a chatter from Oz. For words she was never at a loss. With her best friend Ned, and a nod of her head, she would gladly show you who's boss. There was this young woman named Gianna. Now obviously I'll throw in a banana. That's all that she ate, even went on a date, that banana-loving woman Gianna. There once was a Rock the Flamin' Cowboy. His humour was as salty as soy. He drove a Fender Telly, had a bit of a beer belly, that fun-loving, rockabillying cowboy. Solace spent time on WC. She was everyone's favourite tree. Her ballerina trunk attracted many a fine hunk, and her branches were a delight to see. 32 years Wolf Mother's been married, yet her husband's never claimed to be harried. To the couple I toast, you're luckier than most, for true love both your hearts long have carried. Much as I like Fatty and Skinny Jack, I just can't get that one into the limerick mode, mate, so I'll skip it. There once was a woman called Jasmine. She lived in the hills she called so fine. Hillbilly she was not, Hill Bertha hit the spot, that woman who lived on a incline. There once was a man named Franklin. In his hand he had something dangling. He did give it a shake to make sure it weren't fake. Now he needs something to put it in. There was a young woman, yoga queen. To England she sent thoughts that were obscene. Now a man named of Bat did return them in chat, and dearly loved that woman, yoga queen. There was a young man named Rouge. He slid down a hill on a luge. He wrote with a pen a mystery, and then he posted, and we thought it was huge. There was a young woman, Autumn Fairy, whose armpits were incredibly hairy. She drove a John Deere. Deep crack ran in fear from that deer-driving woman called Fairy. There was a not-so-young man named Crack, who always needed a smack, but none of us dare, 'cause of his crazy stare and the shotgun behind his back. There was an old fella named Doug. For jokes he had a bit of a bug. To us he did tell them they were unfunny seldom, that joking old fella named Doug. There was a young man named Fig. With fish he was a bit of a pig. He had eaten so much, when he farted it was such, that we all had to stop standing near Fig. There once was a man named Leif Carla. To him life was a bit of a palaver. Like Martin the paranoid android, he felt he was someone's hemorrhoid, that tenacious young man named Leaf Carla. There was a young woman, Jazzy Pot Pot. She liked to make videos and whatnot. She filmed herself singing. She had us all grinning, that entertaining young woman, Jazzy Pot Pot. There was a young man named Astro, who always suffered from gastro. He might have gotten better if he'd followed my advice to the letter and stopped eating the same food as his setter. There was a young woman called Karma. In Hawaii she ate a banana. A volcano she ascended. Lucky her life was not ended, 'cause we love that young woman called Karma. There was a young woman named Snowy. Her bum was a little bit blowy. With a small wry grin, she expelled nasty wind. That silent but deadly young woman named Snowy.